For me, there's a simple rule in politics. Never, ever be surprised by what happens in politics.
The face of truth is open. The eyes of truth are bright. The lips of truth are ever closed. The head of truth is upright. The breast of truth stands forward. The gaze of truth is straight. Truth has neither fear nor doubt. Truth has patience to wait. The words of truth are touching. The voice of truth is deep. The law of truth is simple. All you sow, you reap. The soul of truth is flaming. The heart of truth is warm. The mind of truth is clear and firm through rain and storm. Facts are only its shadow. Truth stands above all sin. Great be the battle of life. Truth in the end shall win. The image of truth is the cross. Wisdom's message is its rod. The sign of truth is Christ, and the soul of truth is God. Life of truth is eternal. Immortal is its past. Power of truth shall endure. Truth shall hold to the last.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living room. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crying in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
My good buddy Jack left the constabulary, gone to UE to obtain a PhD. Papers in hand and determination. Yes, Jack returned to his motherland. For the things Jack see he could not believe. For the country he start to grieve. Dial my number. And suddenly these are the questions Jack asking me. Jack asks, why every time a minister falls sick, they on plane flying to Martinique, while we are left down here for Lazarus or Creek? Why a poor man thief for bread and run? The court call for execution, while politicians free thieving plenty millions. Jackass, why you tie the hands of police? You say now when the dogs that were trained to sniff, you will replace it with no experts in ballistics. Let's go. Jackass, why? Jackass, why? Jackass, why? The whole of them read, they want to know. Tell them why. Tell them why. Jackass.
Well, the following day, somebody decided that Kakao, whose real name is Calixte Xavier, should be transferred. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the world's most monitored talk show, and that is NewsSpin on Power 97.9 FM. The broadcast is also on the NewsSpin Facebook page, as well as the NewsSpin YouTube channel. My name is Timothy Poleon. We go up until 2 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll be having our discussion. You'll be able to participate at 452-2979, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages, 716-2026, and that is 716-2026. Amanda will be going through some of your comments in the chat room. So as I said at the commencement of this broadcast, Kakal, who just performed Jackask, whose real name is Calixte Xavier, performed this track we just played there on March the 2nd, and that's during the rally of the opposition United Workers' Party. Well, he has received, I'm told, a letter dated March the 3rd, and that is Monday of this week, indicating that he has been transferred as a police sergeant attached to the Community Policing Unit, now effective the 10th of March, transferred to the island's south. He has been a police officer for close to 3 decades. Our Prime Minister, you've heard him time after time say, he's not a Prime Minister. He's also National Security Minister, never been a police officer. I want somebody to call me this afternoon, whether it is the press secretary to the Prime Minister, the communications officer in the office of the Prime Minister, or even the Prime Minister himself. I don't want to hear from any hack on this issue. And convince me that this is not victimization of the highest order. Convince me that what we heard, the suggestions we were hearing prior to the transfer of Mr. Xavier, that it was just what it is, a rumor, not true. It's purely by coincidence that Kakal was transferred after performing. The guy was not on stage in his capacity as a police officer. He was there in his capacity as a Calypsonian. And a Calypsonian basically represents the people. Whether you are a supporter of the SLP or the UWP or any P at all, you are there supporting the people. You're the voice of the people. And if the government of St. Lucia claims that it does not interfere in the operations of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, then I'm very doubtful of that. Very, very, very doubtful. And you know me, very often I like to give, whether it's the authorities or any individual under the microscope, the benefit of the doubt. On this occasion, I believe that this is blatant victimization. I have been trying to get in contact with officials of the PWA, Police Welfare Association, in particular the president, not received any word, any confirmation on this. And I've not received anything from Kakal himself, but received some information from reliable sources. The police officers of St. Lucia, they need to speak out on this in whatever way that is possible to demonstrate that that kind of interference, that kind of victimization that is happening within the Royal St. Lucia Police Force will not be tolerated. I'm saying this because today it is Calixte Xavier, better known as Kakal. My apologies there. And a few weeks ago, it would have been Jan, it would have been Talium, both police officers. Which police officer will be targeted next for transfer, to be sent on leave, to be dismissed, to be victimized in one way or the other? It will not end with Kakal. And let's stick to Kakal because he mounted the platform of the United Workers' Party over the weekend as an artist. as a performer, not as a police officer. So therefore, why the transfer? And I'm not holding my breath, but I'm just hoping that whether it's the Home Affairs Minister or the National Security Minister or one of their permanent secretaries will be able to call this broadcast this afternoon to clear the air. Because I know the first thing they're going to say is, well, the police commissioner, Mr. Vern Card, as police commissioner, he can determine which officer to be transferred and where. He has that right. But he does not have the right to abuse that power which is at his disposal. And he too, the police commissioner, who has just been granted a 1-year extension to his contract, he too must clear the air. Because to not address this issue, it'll give the impression, sir, that you are being used to carry out the deeds of the St. Lucia Labour Party administration. One way or the other. It would appear, I'm saying, that you are a puppet of the St. Lucia Labour Party administration. And it appears you will do whatever is requested of you, sir. Maybe even me saying that is very, very risky in this current environment that we call a democracy in St. Lucia. This dispensation, it does not come across as if it is a democracy. We have other police officers who are artists. If they're invited to perform on the platform of a political party other than the St. Lucia Labour Party, will they be victimized as well? If any other artist decides to perform, whether it is Rikiti, Ashanti also performed on that stage last Sunday, will he be victimized as well? What action will be taken against him? Now, this one is playing out in the open. That's what we know about in terms of victimization. What about the kind of victimization that takes place involving ordinary citizens, where those people are afraid to speak out because of their lack of prominence and visibility? We don't know about the level of victimization that they are being subjected to. And I hope that the Police Welfare Association president would be able to call this broadcast this afternoon and clarify some of those issues, as well as some government official. It's not a case of whether it's fair, whether it's right. It is, for me, it is, as far as I can see it right now, I'm subject to clarification. It is blatant victimization, and we ought not to ignore it. But I stand corrected, and I hope somebody will call this program this afternoon and say, well, it's not victimization, and prove to the audience that they are indeed correct. I have a call coming in right now. Let me see if somebody has something important to say to me. Let's take a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you, sir. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air.
Hi, good afternoon, Tim.
Yes, sir.
This is Parliamentary Rep for Shozal Saltibus, Bradley Felix.
Mr. Felix, I preempted my my opening comments to take your call. So what's in your mind, sir?
Oh, sorry, Tim.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But I hope my contribution will be worth the cutting of your preamble.
Yes, go ahead.
Tim, one of the things I want to say this afternoon is that, Tim, you see, many of my supporters, they have berated me in the past for not being very vocal. And while I agree, some of the time, Tim, I also believe that timing is extremely important in responding. But one thing none of them can say, Tim, is that I have been silent on speaking on the dangerous reaction that this SLP government has taken when people speak on matters that affect them. In fact, Tim, I have on more than one occasion said if there is one thing that should open the eyes of all St. Lucians and ensure that this government does not get back into office, it is how they attack people who speak on matters that affect them and believe that people are just supposed to take it and keep quiet. I am your master. Tim, whether it is crime, whether it's the issue of gas price, the 2.5%, healthcare, state of our roads, cost of living, or the perception of corruption, Tim, the response by this administration, if somebody speaks on that, is abuse and threats. But Tim, the irony in all of this is that when this government is in opposition, their mantra is freedom of speech and how far we have come to have this right. Tim, I say all of that to speak on your preamble. This is the latest act of victimization of the transfer of Officer Calix Xavier, as you said it. Now, Tim, you gave me information that I was not even aware of. You said that the letter was dated on the 3rd, which was the Monday after he performed, which seems to me that is extremely reactionary. Because one of the things the police commissioner or some of the police might say is that the police commissioner has the right to transfer officers wherever they see fit. Tim, the police officer should not allow himself to be a puppet of the administration. I think he already has one strike too many as it relates to transferring officers. The last we saw with Jan Gustav and what is his name?
Officer Talium. Harvey Talium.
Mm-hmm. Right. And that came after a politician spoke on his talk show. I don't want to deviate, Tim, but one of the things I want you to find out for me, Tim, if there is any other politician in the region who has a talk show not speaking on government issues but attacking citizens. Yeah? So, Tim, the answer is that coincidental, Tim? This is the question I want to ask you, Tim. Is that coincidental? Kakal, and I use the term Kakal now, not Calix Xavier, because on the stage when he was performing, that's who he was, Kakal, an entertainer who for many years have given us various social commentary and Picong and as St. Lucians. We love that, Tim. Okay? We really love that. Tim, the government, as a government, Tim, I believe you must defend your position. You must defend your position when you take a certain position. But you can't do it at the expense of silencing the citizenry, Tim. Tim, let me tell you something. You know, slavery did not end overnight because of the action of one person. Many people were killed and tortured, Tim. And there are too many examples of heavy-handedness in this place. And while many people remain silent, Tim, for economic reasons, don't think that the blood is not boiling. Many issues affecting us and what is happening in the region will only add more fire on a pressure cooker that is already dry. These governments need to stop the brazen acts against our citizens. Tim, we the politicians are the servants. Not only when we are campaigning, you know, Tim. Not only we campaigning for election, but also when we are in office. And I want to tell the citizenry of St. Lucia, if we don't speak, this government will continue to become emboldened. We cannot say it is not my business because you just never know. The way things are happening now, you never know in some way or the other when you will be affected, Tim. And you know what's going to happen if you don't speak now? You might just be standing alone, Tim. Tim, this thing that has happened with Kakal, Officer Calix Xavier, is wrong, Tim, as has many cases. But I believe my timing this afternoon is to speak on it. I thank you, Tim.
Thank you so much. You just heard there from the MP for Choiseul Saltibus, Mr. Bradley Felix. Let's continue with your calls at 452-2979, 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Again, 716-2026. Amanda, what's happening in the chat room? I don't know if you have anything to report on.
Yes, Tim, we have a few comments. Good afternoon, NewsSpinners. A commentary reads, this Labour Party government must go. This victimization must stop. Another comment, did he get transferred for true? I would not do that. I would let the jack ask sing. Another comment reads, Kakal used his democratic rights and rightfully so. However, the stage was situated in an active volcano crater. The comment reads, weren't these same songs sung during last year's Calypso season? Someone says here, they given but they cannot take. Coward Labour government. Somebody here says, he wasn't wearing the uniform. What laws did he trespass? Now the comment reads, coincidence only to those who accept mediocre behavior from elected officials. Now the comment reads, what's wrong with him being transferred? Someone says here, PJP says, he is not involved in the day-to-day runnings of the police force. Once you hear PJP say he's not doing something, just know that is exactly what he is doing.
A WhatsApp message, somebody says there is a Nikolai Lansiko, a government employee, always on a platform of the St. Lucia Labour Party. The question is asked, so there is no penalty? Is he untouchable? Mr. Philip J. Pierre. And let's see there if we have a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon. NewsSpin, you are on the air.
Afternoon, Mr. Tim.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Mr. Tim, the officer Kakal, he's a born Lucian, you know. He born here, he raised there. But what's about when the SLP, Philip JP, right, invite the Grenada Prime Minister to come to St. Lucia and say vote for them? The Grenada Prime Minister is not a Lucianer. You know, so them fellas need to get their facts right. You know, I realize or I notice once you're supporting United Workers' Party, the SLP have a problem with that. You see what I'm telling you? They had Ralph Gonzalez saying Labour Party is the best party to vote for him. So what wrong is that the officer sing his song? He's a Lucian. He have a right to choose. As long as he don't insult the government, he have a right to choose whichever party you want. You have a right to sing whoever song. So Labour Party, what the message I'm sending out for you all, your time, the rope is coming to an end. You all fooled us. You all lied to us. You all say all is the most readied. And every time I use the word readied, and I think that's the worst Prime Minister in the whole Caribbean, it boiled my stomach. Time to go, Labour Party. Have a blessed day, Mr. Tim.
Same to you, sir. Thank you so much for calling. A call on the landline. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You are on the air.
Jim, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon to you, caller.
Yeah, I say today I would have not called the show today. But that prompted me to call your show, especially with your headline. Although I did heard it this morning from the opposition, from Nancy Charles. But when I hear you in your preamble, you did that, it's something just boiled me. You know, it looks like, Mr. Poleon, we don't have a voice in this country. We acting as though it is war. It's like it's war. Like when it was Iran and Iraq. We at war. We at war with who? The man perform on stage in his capacity as a Calypsonian. Because I was there team myself by the stage. I enjoy, you know, the fun time and funfair. What is wrong with that, Mr. Poleon? So, I'm asking myself a question. When we can go, and that is why we need to be careful with that, you know. That can, prompt a lot of negativity in the country, you know. We have crime to deal with. We have the behavior of the police to control. We have weapons losing the army of the police station. And all we know, the weapon was returned back and that's it. And we finish with that. You know, in some countries when you do that, you know what that can call in a police force, causing a police force? A mutiny, you know. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
That can cause a serious civil disobedience within the rank and file of your police force. Especially if you have a military. If you touch one, you touch all. Because that is, I don't see anything with that to transfer a police officer. For the way he behaves. Up to now, he has not mentioned your name. And you said your job is to create policy guidance for the police, but you not interfere in the day-to-day affairs of the police. Kotea, where? Let me tell you that. The man he called the last shot, you know. He can do and check how quick it happened. Within a blink of an eye, the man performed the 2nd of March. On the 3rd of March, he was already transferred. So apparently, the message went very quick and the action went very quick. Are we going to sit there and allow that to happen to another police officer? And I hope those police officers are listening. I am not asking police officers to behave badly, but those who are in charge should be careful how you do things. St. Lucia is not a dictatorial state. That can spark a serious civil disobedience. You need to be careful when you are dealing with the police force. And you're talking about a sergeant in the rank and file of the police force to treated him in that way and expect that to go quiet and nobody said nothing. We don't have a dictatorship government here, you know. If the Prime Minister believes that's what he have, then he's just sending more gas into the fire. We don't need, Timothy, we don't need this type of behavior. And I checked there a while ago. I have never seen that happen in the Caribbean. I don't know if you are aware of it before. You understand? I only hope, and I am only hope, and like you said, you would want to hear from Kakal himself, the Commissioner of Police, including National Security Minister, one of the worst National Security Minister in the world, useless National Security Minister, to hear from him to explain why and give a reason why it happened. We don't want Lisa Jawawa or Jawawaji to call and tell you anything. Let the person like the commissioner, even Minister for Gender, let these people call you to explain what has happened. The people of St. Lucia, the time has come for you all to wake up. It appears that St. Lucia is one-party state, people cannot speak. But if that is the case, if it's war, it's war. If it's war, it's war. If there is no peace, then there won't be any peace. I'm not agitating for people to misbehave. But this type of behavior cannot be accepted. That cannot be condoned. There is no room in my vocabulary to accept that. The man is a citizen of St. Lucia. He is well known. He has been doing a very good job. You have to explain to him why you transfer him to another person in the police force. That just cannot happen. It has done before. Nobody speaks out. If you continue all the time it happened, nobody said nothing. It will be repeated. That cannot be happened no matter what it is. The time right now is action time. People cannot sit idly by and allow that to just go and as though nothing happens. Thank you for allowing me, sir.
Thank you so much for calling, sir. WhatsApp message. So what about the officer who was involved in the runoff for the St. Lucia Labour Party ancillary canneries? And the WhatsApp continues. Isn't he still a police officer? Nothing happened to him at the time. A call via WhatsApp. This is NewsSpin. Good afternoon to you. You are on the air. Hello. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Timothy, I have been following the politics for quite a way back in the 80s. And I never see what is happening now. Used to happen before. The only change I see is that long ago people used to pelt stones, stain rotten eggs when both parties have been publicly beaten. But I noticed this trend stop. But I saw what is happening now. Based on my own conclusion, the best thing that can happen to St. Lucia now is to call it. Things are not happening in a way that we can solve the problems we have now. The best thing is to call election. So people's mind will be like it is on a full stop, and then we're going to start again to see how things going. Because it's not going right now. And there is something I noticed sometimes ago, I think last year, when the leader of the opposition was talking about the balanced land, and Mr. Fredericks ran upstairs as though he wanted to drop down because he couldn't hardly breathe right. And then I heard the Speaker of the House. As soon as he entered, he said objection. And as the Speaker of the House asking him whether you want to make a commission, he said no. But what is bothering me, if you're not taking part in the cabinet, you're not making a contribution, Why you just running upstairs and make an objection? And I believe the speaker should have asked, if you're not taking part in what's going on now, you cannot make an objection. And he gives them the way to make the objection. That is bothering me for months now. Why this happened? I never seen that before. The speaker well asked him, are you going to contribute to that debate? No.
Yeah, but caller, this has been
make the objection.
Caller, this has been ventilated. This has been really established. I don't know why you're revisiting this particular issue. We have already established.
But what I'm saying, I'm saying, I never seen it before.
Yeah,
and it happened.
Yeah, caller, this happened last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I don't have a chance to stay. Oh. I don't understand why this could happen if you're not taking part in the debate and the speaker of the allows you to make an objection. That is what bothering.
Okay, caller. Thank you so much. 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Let's take a call on the landline. Good afternoon. You are on the air.
Bonjour, team. Comment là?
Makuled malai. Lani ashay mon ki pani dlo. Lani amadam kia piat.
Madam la.
Oui.
Comment on?
Amanda.
Amanda, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, caller.
Tim. Mama Chedlon, Tim. On seul jour, il était pété bon chimé. Avec moi, couille à suivre, qui va m'aider right away. Moi, va blague avec ces gens Wasco. C'est mon supposé garder dans le bureau pour nous bas office là. D'abord, on si on pas qu'à ni de vous combien jour. Pas payer Wasco supposé pas où si ouvrir l'argent, c'est mon ça. Puis c'est pas terre quoi prendre l'argent. So moi pas rien qu'à affecter moi juste voulais autant nous voir moi là.
OK.
Et n'a dit pas au bonjour et toutes les autres pour qui a couillé, on a écouté ça roi dia mais rien pas affecté moi puisque a mangé figue. Même si le Premier ministre a dit pas manger figue mais moi même pas manger.
OK, Makuled.
Yes, I mais moi ni de l'eau.
OK, merci beaucoup. Anytime Makuled calls, we know we get the impression it has something to do with the lack of potable water. But on this occasion, she says that she has water in her tap. But there is one lady, and that individual is from Piat Grand Riviere, and she says she has been without potable water for quite some time. She sent us a voice note.
Good morning, Tim. Tim, I've stayed quiet for far too long. I am upset. I cannot take it again. We at the lower section of Piat Grand Riviere have been without water for about a month now. And all we get from Wasco are excuses after excuses. We've not even the sound of water in our pipes. Sometimes, even if you call for the whole day, they won't even answer the call. Friday last week, I was promised a relief by they sending a water truck to us. It is 7 days today, and that promise have not been fulfilled. Our tanks, drums, buckets, bottles are all empty, but still no water or a word from Wasco. I think it would be good, a very good idea, in fact, if Lucilec could have taken over Wasco, because I believe that the establishment would be run much better under their management. Or better yet, if we could get another water company to give Wasco competition, maybe the management would do something different than what they are doing, because right now I really don't believe they are managing that company properly. People are keeping quiet. However, if it was a UWP government in power and that shit was going on, the country would have been on fire. Everywhere you turn, you would have heard about what is happening at Wasco. But right now, nobody is talking about it. There are people with more than 4 empty tanks. Houses between Asukanal and Nobe have no water for over 6 weeks. while others just a little distance before them have full pressure. I find it very strange that in 2025, instead of progressing, we are regressing in many areas in this country. And one of the reasons why it will not change, because many of us keep quiet. There are not even many avenues where you can, make your feeling known. And when you speak out, it is either you are a party hack or whatever. But I'm telling you, I am a St. Lucian. I am not a UWP, not an SLP. I am a St. Lucian and a Wasco customer who needs water in my pipe so that I can bathe, I can clean my house, I can wash my clothes, I can do my dishes, I can do what I need to do. In 2025, that is all I'm asking. Water in my pipe. And so are many others. Thank you so much.
A resident of Piat, Grand Riviere, complaining about a shortage of water over several days. Let's continue with your calls and your WhatsApp messages. This is the most monitored talk show in the world. We have a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you. You are, no, not WhatsApp, but on the line. Good afternoon. You are on the air. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hey, bro. That's your boy again. I conclude the last call, the last person who spoke.
Caller, I could hardly hear you, sir.
Are you hearing me now?
A little better.
Yeah, I see. I conclude the last caller.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the thing about it is that I called a couple of months or weeks ago about that same thing. You see? Wasco, I don't know. There are too many intakes in St. Lucia. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear, sir.
That St. Lucia should ever miss water from any place for more than 24 hours. You understand? The excuses you talk about the infrastructure is old and that's a cop-out. Because they mean to me nobody's doing preventative maintenance. Are we always reactive? No time they're going to be proactive? You cannot tell me that, well, people who do not know the route, do know the route, but I know the route. You come from any intake, whether it's down at Marquis Estate or whether it's a dam, wherever, and then you go to a treatment plant. The treatment plant, they go to the storage supply, right? For the north, they go on Cicero, they go to the at the top of Molido, where Molido Bokajigad, and from there they go down to what do you call that place, Monsepa. From Monsepa, they distribute it all around in the environment. Now the Marquis section goes to the Babono treatment, Hill 20. And from there it goes to all the other places in Babono, that's places like Lacqua and all them places, which have a tank always overflowing. You understand? There is no reason that the lady's supposed to be suffering down there in Piat. Somebody has dropped the ball, you see? Now, they say you don't like to talk politics, but politics involved, because I'm telling you, there are people there that's sitting on the laurels and nothing been done to or with them. Where they have other people, before I tell you they look left or they look right, they're ready to cut their fruit. You know? I'm talking from a point of knowledge. I don't have to say my name, but they know, they hear my voice. You understand? These people there, is the management that bad? The lady I like, is the management that bad? It's not the poor workers. They are the ones that are trying their best to make the company look good. You know, when you keep on doing things, boutique. As I said the last time I managed hotels, I know how it is to order things. You have to order in bulk, especially the things that have limited lifespan. You don't buy things to boutique and complain it's expensive. Yeah, but they could buy new vehicles, buy expensive stuff that is not necessary to do the work. You need to do the things to get it going. You need the pumps and the correct pumps in the right places. You understand? You can't put the pump for the fresh water in the one for the intakes, because the intakes have too much debris and things that will destroy. You understand? Right? You have so much treated water leaking all over the place. And treated water is very expensive. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to have more than one crew. They have one night crew. I have put their business out. But you're supposed to have constant crews repairing them pipes. You understand? Before it starts to get to a state that it gets so bad, you understand, that people have to suffer. The main intake, the raw water supply, these lines have to have people monitoring them 24/7. The pumping stations, they have the rule of law with WASCO is that you have one pump running, that's common sense, and one standby. So when the pump gets hot, the other one's supposed to kick in. You understand? Each pump station is supposed to have 2 pumps at least, so that you always have the water moving. They have pumping stations that can verify for a fact that have only one working, and they're crying their guts out there. And when they go, look at the one our boss issue. I'm certainly sure they repair that other pump. And I've been all around. I've seen it. I know what I'm talking about from a factual point of view. And the poor people out of water. You know, water is life. So I was called murderers because they're taking away life from people. They're not murderers. So try and do something, especially the busted pipes that all around the place. That they take forever. After we report it to them, they take forever before they come. They send people there. So as I said, the problem is not the workers. There are them working under me. I know the fellas are willing to work. It's the management that are the problem. You check it. The management, they cut some of them salaries and use that money to put the maintenance department up to par, so that they have all the things to repair the motors, to repair the pumps, so that people could have a constant supply of water, and add another maintenance crew to go around and fix the damaged fresh water, the potable water supplies.
Okay, caller, thank you so much. Let's see what's happening in the chat room. Amanda?
Someone says there, I can understand if we're getting the water for free, but we're paying for the service. And after they're not giving us what we're paying for, they even want to tell us how to use the water that we're paying for and not getting. Now, the comment here, people are getting gal in between their backside now from that no water issue. Someone says there, even if you gave Wasco all the seawater around St. Lucia, the pipes will still be dry. A commentary from Jan Gustav, this attack on senior officers of the force is unprecedented, and it can only serve to instill the fear of Lucifer in especially the more junior officers in the force. Now, the comment team word on the ground is the decision regarding Kakal has been reversed. Someone says here, we have seen many signs of a communist government. We close our eyes to these dangerous signs. Now the comment reads, team check the civil service staff orders. He should not have appeared on any political platform in any form. The ruling party supporters can do it without any sanctioning though. Too much hypocrisy among St. Lucians. Shame on my people. Now the comment reads, team, truth be told, you have not been told the truth. They are transferring police officers for some reason not to be told to the public. If you don't believe me, there are some immigration officers. They will be shifting also, and customs officers. Now the comment reads, the Police Welfare Association has to stand up. This is beyond ridiculous. They should have acted immediately when Jan Gustav and Harvey Talium were targeted. Now the comment reads, the Speaker of the House shows where his allegiance is, and he is supposed to be unbiased. Jesus, please put a hand. St. Lucia is going down. Now the comment here says, Kakal was not on duty when he performed his song. I am not aware of any policy or police general orders which prohibits an officer from performing in his free time. He received the transfer letters a day after performing on officials, and officials would like to make us believe that this isn't retaliation. Now the commentary reads, but the PM is right when he said that he will not interfere with the day-to-day of the police officer force, because he knows that he has a minister of Tut Bagay in the Prime Minister's office that will interfere a Tut Bagay. Now the commentary reads, I believe the time has come for us to protest action against this government. The time is now.
Here's a WhatsApp call. Thank you so much, Amanda. To be followed by a commercial break. Good afternoon to you, caller. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, Mr. Timothy.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon to you, caller.
And good afternoon to Miss Harmony.
Amanda.
Amanda.
Good afternoon, caller.
Amanda. Timothy. When you see people running talk and people saying things, people behind closed doors that say certain things. You see, when they transfer the man bodyguard, that's opening a big light. So that's opening people's eye. Kakal on the stage singing to make his money because they can't negotiate properly to give the police the salary they're supposed to give them. That's why ammunition missing in police station because the police does not get a proper pay. Some of them working hard, some of them SSU fellas, they're frustrated, running behind all criminals, doing all kind of things and they're not getting a proper pay. Now, Mr. Vanguard, this afternoon I have a problem with him because he's in charge of police. He's in charge. Even the upper head giving you instruction of what to do to destroy the police station, to destroy the police. He have to check himself because that bringing a kind of mahicotion that will be going on in the police force there right now. Trust me, it's not good for St. Lucia. After we are not safe, people walking in town, before somebody behind you, they have to turn because they believe it's like somebody that's coming to do something. We're not safe in St. Lucia. And we're creating that kind of a mahicotion in the police force. It is sad, man. I mean, that man used to do certain things in town. I was respecting him for that. I see the police roadblock and everything. I respect him for that. But you see that area he start going as a politics area. I do not like it. Continue doing your work, Mr. God. Do it the right way. Do not go the wrong way. Don't take nothing from no minister telling you go and do this and go and do that. It's not right. Now, I'm very upset, Mr. God. I'll be following up on you tomorrow. That's my contribution this afternoon.
Thank you, sir. This is the most monitored talk show in the world. Still to come, we'll be hearing from Kakal. Stay with us.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Lazarus's Funeral Home is here for you. Lazarus's Private Cemetery offers a peaceful resting place for your loved ones. With tranquil settings, visitation, and reflection, we believe in the compassionate care of all our departed loved ones. Lazarus's Private Cemetery, let us help you create a final resting place. Make it special. Make it Lazarus's Funeral Home, your friend in a time of need. Payment plans are available for tombs. Call us in Vidbuta at 452-7491 or in New Dock Road, VA4, 454-6555.
Lucilac is transforming how you move. With our new electric vehicle charging stations, getting a quick and reliable charge is easier than ever. From Rodney Bay to Dennery, Vieux-Fort and Soufriere, we've got you covered. Our cutting-edge network offers both fast and standard charging options. Convenient, efficient, and always ready when you are. Just download the Flash Charge app from Google Play or the Apple App Store, and with a few simple taps, you can set up an account and link it to a credit card. Find a station or scan the QR code to start charging in seconds. Lucilac is powering your journey and driving us toward a cleaner, greener future. Charge ahead with Lucilac's EV stations. Lucilac electric vehicle chargers, powering progress, energizing the future.
Taco Thursdays at Senor Snapper from Thursday, 13th February 2025 and every Thursday.
St. Lucia, your Thursdays just got a whole lot better. After work, there's only one place to be. Taco Thursdays at Senor Snapper Seafood Grill and Margarita Bar.
In Cruzley Town, that is Marie-Therese Street.
Live DJ, fresh tacos, and island vibes. What more do you need? Tacos for just $10 plus 2-for-1 margaritas and mojitos to keep the good times flowing.
Thursdays is Taco Thursdays at Senor Snapper.
You asked for it And you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay. Flow is keeping you connected.
Are you tired of going from doctor to doctor, spending time and money, yet still not getting the answers you need? Now, at La Clinique du Corps Diagnostic Center of Excellence, we bring you the latest in medical technology, our state-of-the-art radiation-free full-body MRI. With unmatched accuracy, we can detect illnesses early, giving you the answers you deserve and the treatment you need, saving lives and saving money. No doctor referral needed. Results in just 24 to 48 hours. Plus, a free consultation with a doctor to explain all your results in detail. Don't wait. Take advantage of this special offer and book your full body MRI at our Cocoville, Rodney Bay, or Castries locations. Call 451-6559 now. La Clinique du Corps. Your health is our priority.
Don't tell me that tire flat again. I just changed that tire.
Wait, what? You just changed that tire?
Well, I bought a used one because you didn't give me enough money.
Oh, I see. Well, you know what? Chivi's Tire Shop only carry brand new quality tires at affordable prices with free installation.
Hey, it seems you're working at Chivi's Tire Shop. How you know all that?
Come on, Brenda. The tire shop down the road from our home in the American Drywall Building.
Oh, yes. I forgot. Well, you know what, Patrick? Let's go there right now. Take your wallet. Let's go.
Chivi's Tire Shop, located at the American Drywall Building, Vic Butay. Call or WhatsApp 584-5986. Chivi's Tire Shop. Pay less, drive more.
You know that feeling when you have an uncontrollable desire for fried chicken? That's the KFC. A substance that stimulates your senses to identify the aroma of a secret recipe or an extra crispy crunch from any distance. It's invisible to the naked eye, but you can feel it traveling throughout your body, taking control. All so you can enjoy a juicy bite of KFC. Ignite your senses with KFC.
I've seen you here before, and I have something special just for you.
What have we here?
Happy housewarming to me? That's the MNC Home Depot Rewards Card. You'll earn points every time you shop, plus exclusive savings and promotions just for you.
Just for me?
Yes, just for you. Shop in store or online and enjoy a seamless experience.
So I get to treat myself every time I shop?
Exactly. It's time to reward yourself.
MNC Home Depot and Sunbelt Rewards Card. Sign up and reward yourself today at www.mnchomedepot.com.
Lucia, is your husband at home? Oh, no. Why you want me to come alone? Oh, no. A handyman you want me to be? Oh, no. You want me to fix your TV? Oh, no. So I take the bat and I put it back and I make sure it's clean and proper. The next thing I do is to fit the screw, use my Phillips to screw it up. I feel it screwing up everything. Phillips screwing up everything. I feel it screwing up everything. Phillips screwing up everything. My Phillips screwdriver. Screwing up everything. My Phillips screwdriver, mama. Screwing up everything. My Phillips screwdriver. Screwing up everything. My Phillips screwdriver, mama. Screwing up everything. If you hear it, zoop now, in infrastructure, in agriculture, education ministry. nothing enlightening. She didn't mean to Philip to see. If I could fix the economy, so much money Philip borrow. We'll suffer to pay that back tomorrow. Price of gas so high, people start to cry. So I gone to fix the gas pump, the electric meter, everything good. And I fit seems to malfunction, but my Philip screwing up everything. Philip screwing up everything. My Philip screwing up everything. Philip screwing up everything. My Philip screwdriver, mama. Screwing up everything. My Philip screwdriver, mama. Screwing up everything. If you hate zoop now, in infrastructure, in agriculture, education ministry. What? Listen. What? Oh no. You're the man not satisfying. Oh no. He want to fix the relationship. Oh no. So I not no fool, so I take my tool and I check what fit to repair. Trust and gratitude, girl, respect your tooth, that feelings will reappear. And I will keep screwing up everything. Feeling screwing up everything. My feelings screwing up everything. Feelings keep screwing up everything. My feelings screwdriver, mama. Screwing up everything. My feelings screwdriver, mama. Screwing up everything. If you hate zoop now. In tourism, look up down in the south. Zoop now. Everything going up. Nothing enlightening. Thank you very much. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
That's Kakal doing his track called My Screwdriver. I think this track was released and performed during the course of Carnival 2024 in St. Lucia. Let's continue with your calls and also your discussions in the chat room. This is the most monitored talk show in the world. It is called NewsSpin. A call on the landline. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Timothy, a pleasant good afternoon to you and your listeners all over the world. PW on the line, Timothy.
Good afternoon to you, caller.
I have actually, and good afternoon to Amanda.
Good afternoon.
I have noticed, Timothy, for the last 4 years, there have been fear in this country. A lot of people have fear of the present government, Timothy, and government ministers. You know, a few days ago, Timothy, I was talking to what we call, we call them basically, you know, the local whites, if you want to look at it like that. Let's say the local whites, for solutions to understand. And even these group of people are so frightened to mention certain politicians' names, Timothy. Why is the fear there? Is it because we have become so materialistic in this country? Is it because we have put ourselves in debt that we do not want to sacrifice ourselves for a better St. Lucia? What is going on in this country? I mean, look at St. Lucians. They came out in large numbers to protest against Cabot and for Marjorie. A lot of St. Lucians came out to protest during COVID-19. But when other things happen and it relates to the average citizens on the streets, or when it comes to probably, I would say, rape or assault, or when it comes to guns, the circulation of guns in our community. Not many people come out to the streets and protest. You know, guns have become a hot commodity to smuggle across borders now. You know, guns have become more valuable than drugs now, you know, Timothy. If you have a gun now, you can easily sell it faster than cocaine now. This is what the country has become. And not only that, the Caribbean has become, you know, populated with a lot of illegal guns. We have, in the Caribbean, we have to come together to do something to curb the crime that is happening. And the governments of the Caribbean are not doing what they have to do to curb this crime problem that we have. And it is getting worse. Even the government is part of the crime as well. I mean, ministers now can come out and say to the agents, go to the various government departments, and I want a file on PW. I want a file on John James. You understand? And they have civil servants, public servants, that would go in and provide, you know, confidential information for ministers. What has this country become, Timothy? Is it a banana republic? What can I say? Are we in the streets protesting? If we are not prepared to come to protest in the streets, the government ministers will continue putting people aside and doing whatever they would want to do to the populace. We need to come out to make our voices be heard and to make sure we stand on principles that would take this country forward to be a better place. Timothy, I thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. WhatsApp message reads, a police officer is being transferred and St. Lucians from both parties are not protesting. Tim, what happened to the so-called educated SLP supporters while they're speaking up against these actions? Come on, Dr. Anthony, I know you can see where we're heading. Speak up, please. We have a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Amanda.
Good afternoon to you, caller.
Tim, at the beginning of your program, you asked for a responsible statement from, I think, any of the communications agencies of the government, be it the Labour Party or the government. But I would want to go a step further. I think if what is alleged to have happened to Kakal is true, and he was transferred because of his performance at that meeting on Sunday, I would also call upon the heads of the various Calypso tents to make a statement. And even the genres of music to come out and to make a statement or lend their voice to the outrage that is going around the country now. It cannot be right. And just a couple of weeks ago, I spoke on, on the young lady. And I said something about people having freedom of expression, but not freedom after expression. And here it is again. We cannot allow the government or the police force or any agency to come and take away the rights of people, the people's free speech, and even after they have spoken, to be condemned or to be victimized. That is victimization at its best. But also, Tim, maybe there might be a positive side to this thing, and we have to turn it into a positive. If there are any young Calypsonians or Calypsonians out there who are thinking of taking part in Calypso this season, that should be an impetus to drive you. And you should get in contact. There are people out there, there are writers out there who have tons and tons of material waiting for you. Use the Calypso forum to speak out, reach out, and to express your disgust in song, in that art form, and to tell the government, not just this one or any government in particular, that we are not going to sit back and tolerate. So, entertainers, budding Calypsonians, or even existing Calypsonians, there are tons and tons of material out there, and there are writers out there who are willing to provide you with this material. That's my contribution, Tim.
Thank you so much for sharing it with us. Do not want to impugn the integrity or character of anyone. But against the background of what is happening in St. Lucia, do you think that Calypsonians, like Kakal and others, would mount the stage and sing a tune that is not pro-government? You think they will be getting fair judgment? You think also the young Calypsonians that they make reference to their caller, if they decide to end the arena come next year and the tent leaders vet the material, realize the material is not pro-government, you think those Calypsonians will be allowed to participate in the various shows and the Calypso competition? Just asking. 4522979, WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. Amanda, what is happening in the chat room?
Team, a comment here reads, it is deeply disheartening that this administration continues to victimize citizens across the board. Public servants are being denied opportunities unless they align themselves with the government or its ministers. This clearly highlights the urgent need for a review of the laws governing public service. As St. Lucians, it is unacceptable that speaking out on critical issues such as healthcare, security, and infrastructure results in victimization. This is not just an attack on individuals, but on democracy itself. Every minister enabling this injustice should be ashamed. The commentary reads, the things St. Lucians need to protest for, they are not. Each day that goes by without water, they should be compensated. The commentary reads, caller, this is the worst that I have seen St. Lucia. Mostly all systems seem not to be working. Water, garbage collections, health, frequent short supply in sugar, rice, more deaths, and a lot more. I am wondering whether it is a case where the fish head is spoilt and the whole body cannot be eaten. Now the commentary reads, what does that move say to prospective recruits? Kakal was not on official duties, so we need an explanation. Now the commentary, too much chaos in this tiny island. First it was crime, now it's the police force. What a coincidence. Now the comment reads, the airport, the hospital, the roads, healthcare, the banana land, the passports, the harbor, food prices, gas prices, the water. I could go on and on. What kind of government is this? This is absolutely ridiculous. Now the comment reads, so I guess we now see why the Calypsonians have not been singing about current affairs since 2021. A NewsSpinner says here, our land, our people, our light. We just celebrated 46 years d'ouvre a somme. Does that not mean anything? Another comment reads, I have been saying for a few years that there is no democracy. It is democracy. All they do is mock us, and in this Mickey Mouse freedom that we have. And in the chat room here, someone says, we need at least 50 people from every constituency to stand up in the constituency as a protest for betterment in the country. And that's it for now.
Thank you so much, Amanda, for that update. We have some more updates coming up in just a moment. A WhatsApp message. The Clerk of Parliament has been attending Labour Party town hall meetings, front seat and fully decked in red. I keep asking myself if there's now a need to do minutes for Hansard at these sessions. We have a WhatsApp call. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You are on the air.
Good afternoon, Tim. Good afternoon, Amanda.
Good afternoon to you, caller.
Let me make this very brief. I've been listening to your show for quite some time. And yes, it's a talk show. All the all the unequal events, things that have been happening in St. Lucia for the last 4 years, all we say is that we need to do something about it. We talk about demonstrating, we talk about protest action, and it's all talk. How do you expect an impact, or you expect change, when you keep doing the same thing over and over again? All we do is talk. There is no action, yet still we expect change. Lucians, you're not ready yet. Have a wonderful day, Tim.
You too, sir. Thank you so much. And believe you me, that's a Lucian who's speaking there. That's a contribution from a St. Lucian. So you should be saying we ain't ready yet. We have another call, this time on the landline, 452-2979. Good afternoon. You're on the air. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello. Hi, Tim. What's up?
I'm okay, caller. Good afternoon to you.
Tim, are you aware that, the minister said he's boasting about how people, Lucians going on the cruise ship, then work on the cruise ship. But what the man is not saying, our health certificate is not being recognized. You know, actually, the persons who want to go on the cruise ship, they got to go to Antigua, Grenada, St. Vincent to get a recognized health certificate. And we're talking in the region of $3,000, you know. I have friends of mine there, and this is a burden, you know. Some man work on the cruise ship, and they always have noted that. We talk about people going on cruise ship there, but our healthcare system, our healthcare infrastructure is below par. We're supposed to be developed, and our healthcare system is in chaos. You understand? I mean, this is a shame, you know, Timothy. This is a shame. You're going to bust about the country and your healthcare system is in chaos, man. For instance, he talked about the 2.5% that's going for health and security, and that's bogus. That's not true. Everybody knows that's not true. You understand? This is my problem with that administration, sir. There's too many lies. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you so much. This is the most monitored talk show in the world. We're due for a break. The broadcast will continue in just a moment. We have a report, and it is on that situation involving the governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. I'm sure that you've been following this. A letter that was penned by the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to his Antiguan counterpart, and lamenting the construction of a official residence for the governor of the ECCB to the tune of $22 million. We'll have a report in just a moment. This is the most monitored talk show in the world.
NewsSpin is transforming how you move. With our new electric vehicle charging stations, getting a quick and reliable charge is easier than ever. From Rodney Bay to Dennery, Vieux-Fort and Soufriere, we've got you covered. Our cutting-edge network offers both fast and standard charging options. Convenient, efficient, and always ready when you are. Just download the Flash Charge app from Google Play or the Apple App Store, and with a few simple taps, you can set up an account and link it to a credit card. Find a station or scan the QR code to start charging in seconds. Lucilac is powering your journey and driving us toward a cleaner, greener future. Charge ahead with Lucilac's EV stations. Lucilac electric vehicle chargers, powering progress, energizing the future.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
Craving some irresistible KFC chicken? KFC Wow Box has got you covered. For only $22, you get 1 piece of juicy chicken, 1 delicious sandwich, and a side of crispy regular fries. This offer is available at all KFC stores island-wide, and now with both dine-in and delivery options available, you can enjoy your meal however you want. Come into the store and enjoy the KFC experience or have it delivered to your doorstep. Don't wait, order now through WhatsApp at 484-0400 or visit our website, kfcstlucia.com. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Get your KFC Wow Box today, whether it's dine-in or delivery.
Are you tired of going from doctor to doctor, spending time and money, yet still not getting the answers you need? Now, at La Clinique du Corps Diagnostic Center of Excellence, we bring you the latest in medical technology, our state-of-the-art radiation-free full-body MRI. With unmatched accuracy, we can detect illnesses early, giving you the answers you deserve and the treatment you need, saving lives and saving money. No doctor referral needed. Results in just 24 to 48 hours. Plus, a free consultation with a doctor to explain all your results in detail. Don't wait. Take advantage of this special offer and book your full body MRI at our Cocoville, Rodney Bay, or Castries locations. Call 451-6559 now. La Clinique du Corps. Your health is our priority.
Watch this view here. If you missed it, yeah, itchy nose.
The St. Lucia National Cricket Association Prime Minister's Cup is back. It's going down at 4 venues: PI, Philip Masner Grounds, Groseley, and Mindu Philip Park. Games will be played both day and night. Will the champions Groseley defend their title, or will we see a newly crowned champion this year? Teams taking part: last year's champion Groseley, runners-up Central Castries, South Castries, Babano, Monrepo, Mikud, Soufre, Viewfort North, Viewfort South, Denry, Choiseul, Babia Valley, and Deriso. This tournament bowls off on February 18th with defending champions Groseley coming up against Babano at 7 p.m. on the Groseley playing field. Games will be played from 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 7 p.m. Come out and support your favorite team. It's the St. Lucia National Cricket Association Prime Minister's Cup, coming to a venue near you. Who's gonna emerge champions this year?
It's the Tile Thursday specials. The sale you've been waiting for is finally here, happening this Thursday at the Tile Gallery. Whether you're renovating your kitchen, bathroom, or updating your entire home, don't miss out on the chance to save big on high-quality tiles that will elevate any space. Mark your calendars for Tile Thursday specials, the last Thursday of every month. You can save up to 50% off on selected tiles. Located at M&C Home Depot in Sunville. Hurry in! These amazing deals are in-store only, and supplies are limited, so be sure to grab yours while you can. Remember, Tile Thursday only happens once a month, so don't miss out. Visit the Tile Gallery this Thursday. See in-store for details.
The St. Lucia Labour Party invites you to a national public meeting on Sunday, 9th March at 4 p.m. at the Ancillary Waterfront. Come and hear how this St. Lucia Labour Party government is working for you. From scholarships to jobs to progress for all, the SLP is putting you first. Join us for a massive meeting on the journey for continued progress. For you, the people. That's Sunday, 9th March at the Ancillary Waterfront from 4 p.m. You won't want to miss it. See you there.
This is the most monitored talk show in the world, St. Lucia Electricity Services Limited. That, of course, is Lucilec. They have a notice. Allow me to go through this notice right now. It reads, St. Lucia Electricity Services Limited, Lucilec, wishes to advise customers and the public of the early closure of its customer service offices in Rodney Bay and also VA4 on Friday, March the 7th as follows. VA4, 10 o'clock in the morning. Rodney Bay from 11 o'clock in the morning. The early closure is necessary to facilitate staff participation in a work-related activity, and that is to celebrate International Women's Day. Normal business will resume at all offices on Monday, March the 10th at 8 o'clock in the morning. Customers who wish to make payments during the closure period are kindly advised to access the My Account service at myaccount.lucelec.com, SurePay's online and walk-in service options, or the financial institutions that offer this service. For account balances, customers may dial the automated account inquiry service line at 457-4433. That's 457-4433. Customers can access other Lucelec services by using the virtual service desk at www.lucelec.com. Please be advised that responses on the virtual service desk will be delayed due to limited staffing. The management of Lucelec regrets any inconvenience that this early closure may cause. So, recently, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines wrote a letter to his Antiguan counterpart, and that is Mr. Brown. And at issue there is the construction of official residence for the governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. And Dr. Ralph Gonzalez expresses outrage over the construction of this $22 million EC official residence for the governor of the St. Kitts-based headquarters at the ECCB. He branded the project a veritable palace and a monumental blunder. And we have a report from the Grenada Broadcasting Network. It is filed by Nisha Paul. And remember, the governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Mr. Timothy Antoine, is a Grenadian national.
Grenadian-born Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB, Timothy Antoine, is coming under intense fire over a decision to proceed with what has been described as a lavish $22 million EC dollar residence in St. Kitts. According to regional reports, the 10,000 square foot mansion, intended as the official residence of the ECCB governor, has ignited widespread criticism amid ongoing economic challenges across the region. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonzalez of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has been one of the most vocal critics, questioning Mr. Antoine's continued leadership of the ECCB. In a letter to the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union Monetary Council Chairman and Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister, Gaston Brown, Gonzalez described the project as an absolute scandal and an unacceptable extravagance. He asserted that such excessive spending is indefensible, particularly when many citizens are struggling with soaring food prices and mounting poverty. This act of excessive spending is an outrage. The ECCU cannot afford a governor who has an appetite for such unaffordable opulence, Gonzalez wrote, highlighting what he called a total lack of sensitivity and prudence on the part of the governor. He further urged the Monetary Council to evaluate whether Antoine's continued leadership is tenable under these circumstances. Acknowledging that the project is too advanced to cancel, Gonzalez proposed alternative solutions, suggesting the ECCB either sell the property to the government of St. Kitts and Nevis or convert it into a luxury tourist accommodation. The controversy has sparked intense debate across the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union. The ECCB has remained silent on the issue, with a local office stating they have no comment at this time. All calls to Antoine earlier today for comment have also proven futile.
That report was filed yesterday by the Grenada Broadcasting Network's Nisha Paul. And somebody sent a WhatsApp message. Dr. Ralph Gonzalez's son, Camilo, who is his Minister of Finance, sits on the board of the ECCB. So Ralph would have known of this palace all along. DCA approvals would have had to be given, and the board would have had to approve the budget for the house. Let's continue with your calls at 452-2979. WhatsApp calls and messages 716-2026. A call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, NewsSpin I need.
You are on the air, ma'am. Yes, this is NewsSpin and you are on the air.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, caller.
Good afternoon, Amanda.
Good afternoon, caller.
Pertaining
All right, caller.
Pertaining to yesterday.
You are using a device to listen to the broadcast. Please turn it down or turn it off, please. It's causing a terrible feedback. All right, and then now you can continue.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Pertaining to yes, you was Mr. Requien asked you if you think everyone love their country.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say not everyone love their country. Okay. In other words, not everyone loves St. Lucia. If you don't want your country to progress, to do well, if you don't want to see it modernize, it means you don't love your country. If you want it to, be way back in the century, you don't love your country, because if you love your country, you will want to see it do well. You don't want other country to pass your country in terms of development, right? So I want to make that known. To me, that's how I see it. Another thing, Mr. Hilaire said that Mr. Chesney, as if he want to mess up the CBI or CIP investment thing. But I was there. He went to Dominica, and I watched that when he was there myself with my own eyes. And he said the violence, because they were having violence there, the violence that was happening in Dominica was planned in St. Lucia to happen in Dominica. Far as I'm concerned, that's putting down your country. That's not showing love for your country. That is saying that St. Lucia is so violent that they are able to plan violence in St. Lucia. And it's been carried out in Dominica. When he came back, he was asked to apologize. The then Prime Minister asked him to apologize, and he said it wasn't true. He never said that, which I watched when he was there giving his speech. Okay? So I'm saying he said things to incriminate St. Lucia and his allusion, right? So does he really love his country? Does he want to tarnish his country and to show that it's so violent? Thank you, Tim.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for your contribution. In our remaining moments, let's see if we have some more of your WhatsApp messages. And, of course, let's see if we can take a few calls. And Amanda will be having a final update for you. All right, let's see there. We have a call via WhatsApp. Good afternoon to you. This is NewsSpin. You're on the air.
Tim.
Hi, good afternoon to you, Rick.
Yesterday, I'm a little hoarse today, I don't know why. Yesterday was Love Day, and I want to thank you for making yesterday a day I won't forget for a while on NewsSpin. That I really enjoyed the exchange, and I was particularly happy, despite your chat room wanted to burn me, because when you talk about things about love and so on, and you try to discuss it, but you don't say let's love. We all love each other. Yeah, they don't like that. So I should have joined in, and everybody say, yeah, what the country needs is love. Forget about the police and all the institutions we're supposed to have operational. Let's just love each other. Impossible. And then we finally had a call where a gentleman called and understood perfectly what I was saying. And I feel even more satisfied today that this lady has caught on again when I asked you, wouldn't you agree with me that what we really need in this country is love of country? And I even asked you, do you think we all love our country? I think you said yes.
And I said yes.
I said, yeah. And she makes the point. And these are the subtleties. That's why it's good to have the give and takes. Because
it's important.
Us are some,
so, I mean, just listening to this lady, her comments there, would cause me to realize that probably there are a lot of people inadvertently who do not love their country, who do not love St. Lucia. Inadvertently, not deliberately.
Let us excuse the inadvertent, because she's not talking of love, What she's really talking about is doing what you think is best for your country. That is what she's really talking about. If you want to talk about you love your country, demonstrate it.
Yeah.
Forget about, although it's very, very difficult, that whole bullshit line about my country first and party second, you know that's a lie. And as a matter of fact, even when it's true, we don't. Even when they mean it, they don't demonstrate it. You have to be very careful of all those cliches, you know. My country first. Where are the demonstrations of it? But we have lots of demonstrations of my party first, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So these are meaningless lines. But I'm so happy that you have among your callers people sophisticated and thinking critically enough to catch things that are not just plain ABC. And she makes the point. She does not. That's her point of view. And I tend to support it. Because if you love your country, you're not thinking of party or who loves who. You will contribute. You will do the best for your country. You see things going wrong. You see. I mean, I have resisted saying anything about Kakal. And I felt a little bit cheated when you said we'll be hearing from Kakal next. And all we did was play the calypso.
Well,
I really would like.
You heard from Kakal? You heard from him?
I know, but that's why I tell you words again, Tim. Words again. Words again. I was really excited about hearing a call.
You had an
from
interview,
Kakal
okay?
Because I have been informed, and I am tempted to say a reliable source tells me it was mere coincidence, and I hope Kakal is listening. That Kakal basically knew that was coming, etc., etc. Now, I'm not in a position to say the person spoke truth or the person lied. Only Kakal can say that. But I will say one thing. If I were in the government or I was the chief of police or one of those, and Kakal sang his song at a UWD function, even if I had planned to transfer him the next day, even if that already was in the works, I would put a stay on it and deal with it, because the price you pay is the optics.
Yeah.
Even if there's not hanky-panky, I'm just throwing that out there. Even if this is not victimization, it sure like hell looks like victimization, no?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, definitely. It does.
And I think the authorities should go out of their way not to give the public any more reason to be further convinced that victimization is the order of the day in the country. So I'm giving on both sides, and it's a pity we didn't hear from them.
But that is why, Rick. That is why I said also I want to be disabused of this thinking, this belief that it is victimization. Okay, because perception is everything. But if somebody can call and convince me that it is not victimization, then I'm willing to go with it.
And what is sickening also is that none of the PRs from anywhere would call or think it important enough to disabuse the public mind of the idea of another person being victimized. I mean, you know how arrogant that is? That you hear people suspecting, convinced that there is victimization afoot, and you do nothing to immediately try to persuade them otherwise them? In other words, believe what the hell you want?
Go ahead. Let them talk.
Let them talk.
Because it's not a case. It's not a case where those people are not listening to NewsSpin, because they have clearly demonstrated that they are monitoring the program, and when it suits them, they do call. Sometimes one or two of the government PR people or the SLP PR people would call the program to try to refute certain things. Mm-hmm.
My point precise. This morning I was talking to an authority, one of the St. Lucia's movers and shakers, and he said to me that Alan Chasney is wasting his money, and so is Jan Gustav taking things to court here, because the politicians control the courts. Now, you might say that's not true, and you might say that's all speculation, and then you start thinking about this judge who recused himself, and we don't know why up to now, although he said that it's because of political interference in a case involving the AG. We were told a little while ago that an inquest was about to be reopened. I checked and I was told that all the documents relating to that are on the AG's desk. Have we heard that before? Have we heard that before, Tim?
We have, on countless occasions.
A public announcement that a particular inquest was about to be reopened. Everybody heard it, and it sounded good. More than that, the DPP had 4 years earlier suggested this was going to be done, only to find out now that the inquest has not been done. It's not even close to being done. That all the documents are on the desk of the AG. Tim, have you ever heard the AG or seen him do anything in Parliament other than fetch water for the Prime Minister?
I've never heard him. I think maybe once he might have issued a statement. He might have read something in Parliament.
All right.
Yeah.
But have you seen him on several occasions being the guy who carries the water for the Prime Minister?
No, I've not seen that.
I have.
Okay.
And anybody has to go check it. Anytime the Prime Minister needs some water, the guy who brings him the water is
the AG.
Is the AG. Some people might want to call that a particular name, a water boy. That AG does not operate like any AG we know. That AG is not informative, does not give a damn what people think. He doesn't care. That is what's happening there. But the saddest part of all is that all the complaints, we just accept them as life in St. Lucia, as if it's going to be reversed on its own. And it is a fact that Alan Chasney is quite likely to spend his money to the naked eye uselessly. But for me, it's not useless because it will set a precedent. Whatever way he's treated will set a precedent. Something will go on the record. It will be part of our history, and that's always important. So if Alan Chasney wants to spend some money so that something can go on the history books, that's worth it, isn't it?
Absolutely, definitely.
Very much so. And let me congratulate that lady for making that point. And I don't think the lady believes that we, as to use your word, advertently don't like our country. But effectively, we hate our country because we are allowing our country to go down the tubes with increasing speed, going down the abyss by doing absolutely nothing about things we believe to be wrong. And by the way, if you believe something is wrong, Tim, even if it should turn out that it was not wrong, it still demands the effort on your part to challenge what you perceive as wrong until you are persuaded it wasn't wrong after all. Let's applaud. You know what I'm saying?
That's the right thing to do, yes. Because otherwise, that will not sit well with it. It ought not to sit well with your conscience. You'll always be curious. You would have.
You'll always be feeling like a damn coward.
Yeah, this inner voice will be speaking to you on that particular issue.
If you have one.
Yeah, and you'll never be. Your conscience will never be cleared. You'll never be clear in your mind. You never feel satisfied that you took the necessary means to ensure that that there was justice, that there was some finality to that particular issue. And
my final one, Tim, a minister said in a statement in the House last week that Alan Chasney's pursuit of accountability. Remember, the CIP has not put its reports for about 2 or 3 years on table, eh?
Yes.
Remember that. And with all the other confusion, the minister was, strong and I don't want to say arrogant, confident in stating that Alan Chasney, I don't want to say leader of the opposition, that Alan Chasney wants to destroy St. Lucia. Alan Chasney wants to give St. Lucia a bad name overseas. What about a bad name at home, Tim? And if you think Alan Chasney is such an ogre that he wants to create a bad name for St. Lucia, isn't it your duty quickly to put an end to that perception that Alan Chasney is trying to create about things are bad and crooked in St. Lucia? Isn't it your job to clear the air quickly?
As often as possible, yes.
Isn't that so? But the amazing thing is the number of echoes you hear of bullshit. People just repeating that with no shame whatsoever. That because you complain about something and ask to go through the proper channels to examine what needs to be examined, to give account, in other words. You are going to call a man an enemy of the state who is trying to give St. Lucia a bad name and trying to kill CIP? That doesn't even begin to make sense. Whereas you refuse to be accountable amidst all kinds of unanswered allegations, all bad, about the CIP program in St. Lucia. Isn't that more likely to give St. Lucia the bad name? Have you ever heard any country complaining about people asking for accountability? As a matter of fact, no serious country can possibly be 2 or 3 years behind in presenting its account to Parliament. That is against the law. That is unlawful. In ordinary words, that is criminal. You get where I'm coming from?
Get
so
your point.
Let me thank that caller of yours again for understanding me perfectly on the matter of showing love for your country. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Quickly, our question of the day reads, why has Kakal been transferred to the south of the island? Why has Kakal been transferred to the south of St. Lucia? And finally, we have our NewsSpin news of the day. The NewsSpin news of the day reads, UK cannabis legalization could yield £1.5 billion sterling annually. UK cannabis legalization could yield £1.5 billion sterling annually. That's the broadcast for today. Thank you so much for watching and listening to another edition of the world's most monitored talk show. Join us tomorrow afternoon at 12:30 for another broadcast. Goodbye.